Once, they stood as symbols of power, pride, and human ambition. Now they crumble in silence, their stories fading like whispers in the wind. These monuments scattered across the world are the ghosts of our greatest dreams. Some were built to inspire. Others were left behind in tragedy. Together, they remind us that even beauty can decay, but its memory never truly dies. Let's go down memory lane as we visit 15 monuments that once stood proud and full of life. 1. Bozlujha Monument in Bulgaria. In Bulgaria's Balkan Mountains sits the Bozlujha Monument, shaped like a spaceship fallen from the sky. Built in 1981 to celebrate communist power, it once hosted thousands of loyal followers under its red star. After the fall of communism, the monument was abandoned, its mosaics shattered, its roof leaking, its halls echoing with emptiness. Inside, faded murals of workers and soldiers still stared defiantly from the walls. The wind howls through its broken dome like a ghostly anthem of a vanished world. Two. Christ of the Abyss in Italy. Deep beneath the Mediterranean waves near San Frutuoso rests a statue of Christ, arms reaching toward the surface. Placed underwater in 1954, it honors those lost at sea. Over time, coral and marine life have embraced it, turning bronze into living stone. Rays of sunlight pierce the water, lighting the figure like a sacred vision. Down there, silence feels holy, a reminder that even in the deep, hope still rises. 3. Hashima Island in Japan, also known as Battleship Island. Off the coast of Nagasaki lies Hashima Island, once a bustling coal mining city floating in the sea. At its peak, thousands of people lived here, including families, workers, and children, packed into concrete towers. When the mines closed in the 1970s, they fled overnight, leaving behind an island frozen in time. Windows shattered, walls crumbled, and nature took back the ruins. From afar, it still looks like a fortress, a ghost ship adrift in history. 4. Cathedral of Santiago, Nicaragua. Once a masterpiece of faith and architecture, the Cathedral of Santiago in Managua has been ravaged by earthquakes and time. Its walls are cracked, its towers hollow, and its ceiling open to the heavens. Once filled with prayers, now only the wind sings through the ruins. Locals still gather nearby to honor its memory, unwilling to let it fade. Even in ruin, it remains a sacred symbol of endurance and faith. 5. Pripyat Amusement Park, Ukraine. The Pripyat Amusement Park was meant to open in May 1986, but just days before, the Chernobyl disaster struck. Its Ferris wheel never carried joy, its bumper cars never crashed with laughter. Now, rust consumes every ride, and silence reigns where music once played. Trees grow through the pavement, reclaiming what humanity abandoned. It stands frozen, a haunting memorial to a moment when life stopped without warning. 6. Kolmanskop, Namibia. Once a glittering diamond town in the Namib Desert, Kolmanskop now sleeps under shifting sands. In the early 1900s, German settlers built grand homes, a hospital, even a ballroom. But when the diamonds disappeared, so did the people. Slowly, the desert crept back, pouring dunes through doorways and windows. Today, sunlight and sand dance together in empty rooms, a surreal desert dream of wealth turned to dust. 7. Monsell Sea Forts in England. Rising eerily from the Thames estuary, these rusted steel towers once guarded Britain during World War II. Soldiers manned them, scanning the skies for Nazi bombers, their eyes fixed on the horizon. Now their walkways have collapsed, and waves batter their legs day and night. From a distance, they look like mechanical sentinels forgotten by time. They remain, corroded, silent, and proud, relics of a war that shaped the modern world. 8. City Hall. Subway station in New York City. Beneath the chaos of Manhattan lies a hidden jewel, the City Hall subway station. Opened in 1904, it shimmered with chandeliers, skylights, and artful arches. But its curved design couldn't fit modern trains, and it was sealed off in 1945. Today, it sits in eternal twilight, a secret echo beneath the city's pulse. Occasionally, light flickers across its tiles, and for a heartbeat, New York's past breathes again. 9. Hotel del Salto in Colombia. Perched beside the roaring Tequendama Falls, Hotel del Salto once hosted Colombia's elite. Built in 1928, it was a place of romance and luxury, overlooking breathtaking views. But as pollution darkened the river and rumors of hauntings spread, the guests disappeared. Its halls fell silent, windows shattered, and vines crept up the walls. Today, it stands like a ghost, eternally watching the waterfall, beautiful, tragic, and full of secrets. 10. Bannerman Castle in New York. On a tiny island in the Hudson River stands Bannerman Castle, a crumbling fortress with a dangerous past. Built by a munitions dealer to store surplus weapons, it exploded in 1920, leaving behind scorched ruins. Since then, fire, storms, and time have continued the destruction. Ivy curls up its turrets like nature's own crown. As mist drifts across the river, the castle looks both haunting and regal, a fallen king of stone. 11. Sanji UFO houses in Taiwan. In the late 1970s, Taiwan began building a futuristic resort of pod-shaped homes known as the Sanji UFO houses. They were meant for luxury, but financial troubles and mysterious deaths halted construction. For decades, they stood abandoned, strange and silent against the skyline. Urban legends told of spirits haunting the site, lights flickering in empty windows. Though demolished, their ghostly design still fuels fascination and fear alike. 12. Temple of Erechtheion, Greece. Standing high on the Acropolis, the Temple of Erechtheion is one of Greece's most elegant ruins. Built in 420 BC, it's famous for the Porch of the Maidens, statues that hold the temple roof with timeless grace. Centuries of war and weather have scarred its marble, yet it endures. Each crack tells a story, each pillar a prayer to forgotten gods. The temple may be broken, but its spirit still gazes proudly over Athens. 13. Chateau Miranda in Belgium. Built in 1866, Chateau Miranda was once a grand home for nobility, then later an orphanage for children displaced by war. But when the laughter faded, silence took its place. The castle's turrets crumbled, ivy conquered the walls, and whispers of ghost stories filled the air. Though demolished in 2017, its legend lingers in photographs and memory. It was a castle of dreams and nightmares. 14. Church of the Nine Ghosts, Czech Republic. In a quiet village stands a church filled with shrouded figures frozen in prayer. These aren't real ghosts. They're sculptures representing the lost souls of those who once worshipped there. The artist's work turned decay into beauty, giving life back to a dying church. Candlelight flickers over their veiled heads, casting moving shadows on the walls. It feels like stepping into another world, part art, part haunting. 15. Great Synagogue of Constanza, Romania. Built in 1911, the Great Synagogue of Constanza was once filled with music, faith, and life. Now its walls are cracked, its floors scattered with debris, and its stained glass shattered. Yet even in ruin, a strange dignity remains, the kind that only time can give. The silence inside feels sacred, as if prayers still echo softly through the dust. It's not just a ruin, it's a soul weathered but unbroken. These monuments remind us that time spares no empire, no dream, no man-made wonder. Yet in their decay, they hold something eternal, the proof that beauty doesn't need perfection to endure. Every cracked wall and silent hall carries the heartbeat of history. Listen closely, and you'll hear it, because even ruins have voices. As the sun sets over the crumbling walls and forgotten towers, these 15 abandoned monuments stand as silent witnesses to humanity's fleeting glory. Once alive with footsteps, laughter, and ambition, they now echo only the whispers of time. Nature creeps through cracked stone and rusted iron, reclaiming what was once hers, while the ghosts of history linger in every broken arch and shattered window. Yet within their decay lies beauty, a haunting reminder that even in abandonment, there is story and there is truth. These monuments are not merely ruins. They are the pulse of lost civilizations, the fragile bridge between what was and what endures. And perhaps in their silence they speak the loudest, urging us never to forget and never to take the permanence of our creations for granted. Thank you for watching.